All right, QMJHL fans, we are live for another edition of our Facebook Live conversations. Today we have two special guests. We have the Drakkar Baie-Comeau forwards, Jules and Raoul Boilard. So as you can guess, they are two brothers who are making their first year in the QMJHL together at the same time. So Jules, Raoul, thanks for taking the time for doing this and welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you very much.
No problem. So just to differentiate yourselves, Jules, you are the older sibling. So if you could raise your hands for people following
Yeah,
online.
right here.
All
Yeah.
right. And then we have
Yes.
Raoul. All right. And so the younger brother with Raoul there. So, guys, thanks again for taking the time for doing this. Like I mentioned before we went on air, we like to break the ice and get to know you a little bit. So, obviously, you guys know a whole lot about each other, having grown up together. So, first off, we'll start with Jules. Jules, what is your nickname?
Well, this year was kind of a new nickname for both of us. So like the guys, they did something because we're brothers. So like if the traduction in English would be like the uncles. So
Okay.
kind of like a nickname for both of us, but like individually it will be Jules. But this year it's more the uncles. It's
Yeah.
pretty funny.
Yeah. Just like Joel said, Justin Gill, one of our teammates, came up with les uncles. C'est comme that's our nickname for both of us. And for me, some of the boys call me Raleigh or Ray, but with Raoul, you can't do a lot of things with that, so they just call me Raoul sometimes. Yeah.
Ray. You look like a Ray Boilard.
Yeah.
Now, next question is about the jersey numbers. So, Jules, why'd you pick your jersey number?
Well, in midget AAA, I had number 17, but it was taken this year. And so during training camp, I just had number 8, and it was going pretty good. So I decided to stick with it. But like I said, I play for the logo more this year than the number behind my back. That's kind of
Let's,
the
let's make
reason I go with.
let's make sure your coach and GM are watching with answers like that now, eh?
Yeah,
To be honest, number 8, if that was your training camp number, I've seen worse training camp numbers
yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah. That's true. That's
If you
true.
show up with a 74, then sometimes they're like, oh.
Yeah.
Raul, you wear number 27. What's the reason behind that one?
Yeah, so my year in Mega, I was wearing number 27, so I came back with it this year. Just a number that goes well for me, and that's when I knew that number 27 was free. I just took it, and yeah, just like Jules, I don't really pay attention to my number, so but yeah, I went with 27.
And you guys have a lucky number?
A lucky number? I don't think so. No.
No,
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 nothing
no,
like
not.
that. So
We're not big fans of numbers, honestly.
that's pretty funny. Most hockey players are actually.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
So, Jules and Raoul, obviously, like I mentioned, you guys are playing your rookie seasons in the queue right now, but you had a special feat that most guys just dream of. But you scored both your first goal in your first game, obviously together in the same squad. So we'll bring him up here if we could find the video. So basically, we'll just ask you to get, what went through your mind. Obviously, first, who scored first? Actually, should I say?
I was the one who scored first, I think.
Yeah, no, that was you. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that
Jules, what did you think when you saw Raoul score first?
I was pretty nice because I took the rebound on Raul's goal, and Raul just flipped it behind the back of the goalie. So I was pretty excited for him, and Sully was pretty nice too. So yeah, it was a lot of fun to score that first one, the first game.
Not about Raoul when you had scored your first one and then you see your brother tuck one in just a little later. How was that feeling?
Yeah, that was pretty good. So I scored my first, and then a couple minutes later, Jules scores his first. So that was just a unreal moment.
Now, what can you guys say about the start of the season that you're having? Obviously, both Baie-Comeau is enjoying a great start at seven wins already. You're at the top of the division, so I'm guessing you guys are happy about that. But on a personal level, everyone's been contributing. If you look at the stats, most everyone's at top. You guys are both tied with 10 points, which is great. So, what can you say about the start? Is it surprising at all, or were you guys confident heading into the season?
If I can speak first, I think we're not really surprised. I think we have some great players, and we got a lot of depth. Up and down the lineup, we got some pretty good guys. We got some. I think we got a good mix of like younger and old guys. So I think that's why we have so much success right now. And yeah, so I'm not really surprised of our success.
Yeah, and like had to what Raul said, since day one of training camp, the boys are really have a good work ethic. We're working hard every day, so I think we're getting results we like, but it could be better, that's for sure. But we like the start we're having right now, and we're just going to continue to push, that's for sure.
Awesome, awesome. Now, obviously, this point of these interviews is to get to know you better as well. So I guess we'll start with Jules being the older brother. If you could present us Raoul, as a person and maybe as a hockey player, with sort of the differences between both, what can you say about him?
Yeah, Raoul is an awesome person. Honestly, it's good to have him as a brother. He's not like a small brother to me. Like, we're both equal, so it's pretty nice to have him by my side. But Raoul's actually a funny guy. He's really nice to be around. He's a good friend. He's also has a good work ethic. So we train the summer together. So it's nice to have a partner that has the same goals as you. So yeah, Raoul is a big guy, obviously, but. Yeah, he likes to use his physicality. He can make plays on the ice. He has a good vision. He can score goals. So Raoul is a pretty funny guy of the ice that has a really good work ethic and is a pretty good player.
Thank you.
Tell
Yeah.
us one. I was going to say, we can't see his hands. Hopefully he's tapping you in the back now.
Yeah.
But tell us one funny story about Raoul.
Hey, funny story about Raoul. I don't know. Raul's a big fan of coffee. That's kind of new from since last year. So before every games we gotta go to, like, now it's Hatter Billet. They make coffee for him, but every game we need the coffee for Raul, so we need to make sure he has it.
Yeah, it's a go-to.
Get the juices going.
Yeah.
Sure.
Now, Raoul, if I were to ask you the same question, I mean, if you could tell us something about Jules, I mean, as a person, as a hockey player, what can you say about the big bro?
Yeah, sure. On the personal side, I think Jules is really humble. His work ethic is just unreal. I think he's one of the guys that work the most and the harder. And I think I learned a lot of that from him. And I think a few differences from me and Jules. I think I'm more cocky and Jules is more like the humble guy. So sometimes he keep me on the good track. And as a hockey player, I think Jules is really skilled and he's a two-way forward. I think you can play both side of the ice. He can score goals and he can also defend well. So I think it's just really nice to we're really able to play together. Yeah.
Yeah,
for sure. Now, for people who don't know, I think you guys are 14 months difference in age.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Which is pretty close. Now, I know obviously you have a lefty and a righty. One's a centerman, one's a winger, and everything. But would it be fair to say that Jules, you're more of the setup guy, passer, and Raoul, you're more of the scorer, sniper?
Yeah, we could say that, but sometimes sometimes I pass, sometimes he shoots. So yeah, but
it's pretty equal.
Yeah,
pretty equal. Yeah.
Right now, I think he's more of the playmaker.
Yeah,
right,
but that could change anytime. We don't know.
There you go. Stats-wise, that's what it's saying. But let's see the switch flip now. So the reason you guys landed in the QMJHL this year is because you guys had initially thought you'd go the NCAA route. So you were played in the BCHL together last year before coming back here. I mean, the honest question here would be to ask, I mean, what made you guys switch? What was the difference with you guys coming back to play in the Q?
If I can go first, I think a huge part of that was being able to be coached by GF Grégoire, the head coach. And I think, he was training us in the summertime for a couple of years now. I think that's a big part, but also joining young and a team that can win in the future. So that's a plus for sure. And obviously being able to play together on the academic side, I think we're able to be at the cégep and do our courses. And I think for me, it's my draft year, so maybe a little bit more of a it's a how do we say that?
Visibility.
Yeah, visibility. That's it. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
No,
but yeah, no, like Raoul said, there's a lot of reasons why we're in Baie-Comeau, and yeah, we can't complain right now. It's a pretty fun ride so far.
I mean, obviously, you guys got to step in a year where you guys are leading the QMJHL at this point, so definitely it's a pretty cool ride. But to be honest, I mean, I've heard of players pick their destinations depending on the city where they're going to play. It's pretty rare that you hear guys picking a destination based on the coach. So, I mean, you said GF Grégoire was training you since you grew up. I mean, he's also a guy from your region in Sherbrooke as well that you knew from a while back.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like his family, his dad, they taught us how to play hockey basically. So it was like when we learned we were traded to Baie-Comeau, like it was really good for us, and we said yes. And yeah, like I said, we're loving it.
Now, obviously, you guys know him well as a person, but what makes GF Gregoire's coaching style sort of, enticing to you guys? What made you guys choose Baie-Comeau to play for him?
Yeah, I mean, GF in the summertime we're more focused on skills and things like that. But right now, I think he's intense. He's an intense coach, and he likes to push us. And I think that's really helpful for me and Jules to push ourselves to be the best player we can. So that's an upside for sure.
Jules,
Yeah,
anything?
the communication with him is great too. So they're all assets that are really good for us, but not just for us, for all the players on the team. So I think he's a pretty good coach, and yeah, we're good where we are.
Yeah, even from the outside, he looks like a great players coach too, close to his players, more like a dad than a coach. So that's definitely something
Yeah,
that's
sure.
He's been reflecting. Now, you guys had played together before in the BCHL, but you also played together at the U18 level with Magog. So I want to talk about that year because obviously that must have been a wild ride. You guys went all the way to the TELUS Cup, which is the national championship there. So how was it to go through those experiences together?
Yeah, that was an unreal year. I mean, obviously we're playing together, and we had an amazing chemistry with the boys in Magog, and obviously we won the playoffs that year, and we went to the finals in the Telescope. So it was just an unbelievable year. The rink is like 10 minutes away from where we live, so it was just an amazing year.
Yeah, I know. Like Raoul spent 1 year in Magog, and it was my second year. When the COVID year was my first year with Magog, so we didn't play. But my second year when Raoul came in, we played for the first time in a few years together. That was pretty nice. So to have Raoul with me was really nice, and like you said, the chemistry with the boys in the room was just awesome. It was a really great group, and winning the playoffs, going in the final of the Tails Cup, it was a unique experience. Something like was really fun, honestly.
And you mentioned about the chemistry on that team, and obviously, we know that when teams win together, usually they develop that sort of bond. They turn into a family. Now, you were mentioning off air before going on here that there's some of the boys there that you guys reunited with in Baie-Comeau. So, can you bring up a few of the names that were with you on that national championship team and who you kept friendship with? I guess.
Yeah, I think we have. I think we are 4 players in total that were playing that year. I think we are like 6 guys that from Magog that played for the Cantonnier. But
Nice.
we were me, Jules, and Olivier Lemieux and Sean Pearson. That was the 4 guys that were there that year that we won the playoffs.
Yeah, and there's a couple guys around the league too. So when we play against other teams, it's pretty nice to see the boys again. And yeah, like I said, we were a great team. So there's a lot of people in the league too. So it's pretty nice to have like the guys from that team play good at the junior level. It's pretty nice to see that.
Now, you were both acquired for some draft picks, so I'm guessing when those boys found out that you guys were joining them in Baie-Comeau, they were excited. Did you get any text or anything from them because you guys were reuniting?
Yeah, for sure. I think we had some texts from the guys that were playing that year with Baie-Comeau, and they were thrilled, and it was exciting to be teammates again. And we actually knew a couple of guys that were playing for Baie-Comeau that we played like against or we played with in the summertime. So that was fun to be like with some teammates again.
Yeah, stepping in, knowing some boys on the team, that was really great. The adaptation was really nice. We have a good chemistry again this year, so the boys are really nice, and it's really fun so far.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm guessing that that familiarity is always welcoming when you show up. You could travel across the country actually to go play with them too. So
Yeah.
that's pretty wild. I want to talk about hockey growing up. I'm guessing you guys, with 14 months difference, did you play 1 year together, 1 year by yourselves, 1 year together? Is that how it worked?
So we were before Magog, we didn't really play with
Okay.
each other that much because in the structure I was 2 year
Yeah,
younger. 'Cause,
Oh, okay, I get it.
yeah, so we weren't
yeah.
playing on the same team.
I'm a late 2004, so got 2 years apart in hockey.
Yeah, but we
Got it.
played at like U12 and U10 together. That was like with school, so we played both year together. But after that, till Magog, we didn't play together. But yeah.
So now U18, you play together, BCHL together, Baie-Comeau, you're together. Does
Yeah.
this the thought of not playing together in the near future scare you guys at all, or is it just another thing?
I don't think so. I think we enjoy playing together. It's unique, and we have a good chemistry, so it's nice. But I don't think we come as a package. I think if we'll be separated in the future, that's for sure. There's no problem with that. But I think right now we have a good chemistry on, and I like playing with him on the same line. So we're not complaining.
Yeah, no, we're enjoying it for now. But if roads will separate one day, there's no problem with that at all.
I was going to say it must be pretty special because obviously playing together is one thing, but you guys literally play together, like on the same line. The Sedins come to mind, but I'm sure there's other duos that came to mind. But I mean, do you guys feel that obviously you just mentioned 2 seconds ago that you guys, if you part ways, it's fine with you guys, but do you feel you have that connection, like that familiarity? What makes your connection so special?
Yeah, I think where it comes from. I think our dad made a little backyard ice in our front yard when we were little kids, and we spent a lot of time there just passing the puck, shooting the puck, making some plays, and I think it really came from that. And I think on the ice we see each other pretty well, and I know where he's gonna be without really seeing him, so I think that's why we're good together.
Yeah, I know. Like Raoul said, we've been having like the same trainings for like 10 years now. So I know how Raoul plays, and he knows how I play. And in the summertime, we play some games too. So we work on our chemistry. And now it's the third year we're playing together. So we're starting to have a good chemistry. We worked on it for a long time before having a really good chemistry now. But yeah, it's actually fun. Like can speak with Raoul on the bench. It's really unique.
How's the post game stuff going down? Does dad call you each other on separate lines? Are you guys joining him on the phone on one? I mean, are you talking to your parents at all? How is all of that stuff?
Yeah, sometimes we not after the game, but the day after we do a little FaceTime chat with the dad, just a group call with our mom, just chatting about the game. So no, we're not separated, but we're just talking to each other on the same call.
Yeah, we like to watch videos together too. Like we really like that. But yeah, we're gonna obviously talk with our parents after the game. But like this year, like our parents can come to the game, so that's actually pretty fun for them. Because last year in BC it was kind of was a long ride for them to come see us play.
Yeah, they didn't come really much.
So they were really excited before the year. So yeah, they come to pretty much every game now. So it's pretty fun.
They got the boys back home.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it.
Now, obviously, you guys spend a lot of time together. Are you together on the road as well, or do you guys both separate? Have your both group of friends? Or are you always together? How is that?
I think we have some mutual friends for sure, but I think I get along with some guys and Jules get along with other guys. But yeah, I think we connect with like similar guys. I think because we're pretty comparable. Yeah. So yeah,
Raoul is sitting right in front of me on the bus.
He's not really that far.
Did you find pieces of gum in your hair yet, or anything like that?
Not yet, but maybe soon.
Popcorn or fries, something's coming.
Exactly.
Oh, that's funny. You guys mentioned earlier you briefly went over it, but you said one of the reasons you came to the Q was also for academics. Now I can't really let you guys go without talking about the subject because I've heard you guys are pretty good students as well. So what are you guys studying in right now?
We're in a sales and nature, so the translation will be like a
pure science.
Yeah. That's what we are in the CEGEP right now. So we graduated from grade 12 last year in BC, and now we're taking some courses at CEGEP. Yeah, we're both pretty good students, and pretty much all of our high school we were in the same class, so we can help each other out. But yeah, no, we're like you said, we're good students, and we like being organized in school, and we're just keeping going that way.
Yeah, and I think with the Drakkar, the organization with school is really nice. With Tommy Bivoulet, the academic advisor, I think we're really well treated, and I think it's really easy for us to maintain a good schedule and just keep up with school.
Now I know you guys must be pretty competitive. Now, you guys compete in grades as well? Is there a better student here or what?
Yeah, there's a competition there.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm winning so far.
Yeah, Raoul's winning so far, but I'll come back. I'll come back.
You're gonna catch him studying everywhere now.
Yeah.
That's funny. I mean, the cheesy question would be to ask, obviously, if you guys don't break out in hockey, do you guys see yourselves doing anything in that domain down the line? Is there a dream job aside from being a hockey player?
For myself, deep down, I always wanted to be a hockey player, so I really want to become a hockey player. But obviously, if it doesn't work, maybe engineer, actuary. I'm pretty good with maths, so something in there. I'm not really sure yet, but my main focus is on hockey right now, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, same thing with me. Hockey is the priority number one, but it's important to have a B plan in life, and that was really important in our family. So because of that, we're really good students. Our parents helped us with that being younger. And yeah, for myself, I'm not sure yet, but doctor or engineer, I'm kind of looking at that right now. But focusing on hockey and keeping studying is the plan for right now.
Small goals, eh? The NHL, being a doctor. Let's go.
Yeah.
But talking about making it to the NHL, I mean, we have to go over Raoul. This is your NHL draft year. So, I mean, how do you approach this season? Is it any different to you? Was it the same? How was your off-season workouts? Was there a different approach to any of this?
I think it's pretty much the same. I think I think it's really far, the draft. I don't really think about it. For me, we still have like 60 games to play plus the playoffs, so I'm really putting my focus on that. And yeah, I think obviously it's a big year, and I want to get drafted for sure. So I'm putting the work in, but I think it doesn't change my approach to game, taking it day by day and just doing what I can to control what I can. And yeah, that's how I see it.
What about Jules? Do you offer him any support, anything different in the way you treat him here, or help him out? We cope with that pressure.
Yeah, no, for sure. I'll try to help him, but Raul's been really good so far with that. He doesn't really feel the pressure. Like this summer, Raul really had a great summer. Like I was right by his side, and he was working hard every day. Honestly, it was a really great summer for him. And right now, I love his mindset. Honestly, like he focuses on hockey and the game he plays. He doesn't really mind about the other things, and he's doing a great job so far. But yeah, if I can help him in any other ways, I will for sure. But I think Raul's doing great right now.
I mean, I was going to say, with 8 assists and 7 goals, you're helping him out in one way or another.
He's helping me a little bit. He's helping me a little bit.
Let's see you next game if there's an open net or the goalie's pulled if he feeds you. Now, obviously, you guys grew up together. I'm sure you adored the game together as well, but I want to know NHL-wise, I mean, is there a favorite team, favorite player? Are you guys the same? Are you different? How's that working out?
Yeah, well, obviously we're both, I think, pretty much Montreal Canadian fans.
Yeah.
It is what it is. We love the Canadians, and for myself, my favorite player is McKinnon. I really like how he plays, and I try to play like him a little bit. I'm not saying I'm like McKinnon, but that's kind of the goal. But yeah, like we're both students of the game. We like to watch hockey, so it's pretty fun.
Yeah, just like Jules said, growing up in Quebec, I think you got to be a Habs fan for sure. Watching the nights with the family, and for myself, I really like Austin Matthews. It's been my idol, if I can say, since he joined the league, and I think he's really good. And I want to copy him in a way and do what he does, because he's really one of the best, I think.
Yeah, it's a big debate between us who's better, Matthews or McKinnon. It's always something really
well,
nice.
I mean, we could settle the debate today if you want. I was going to say Jules got a +1 for the Q plug because obviously he went with a QMJHL alumni, and you had to take an American-born. But I mean, that's fine.
Yeah.
So definitely McKinnon over Matthews any day.
Yeah.
But that's funny you should say that. But are you guys like big video guys? You YouTube a lot? Are you always tracking what those guys do on and off on the ice? I guess more than off of it.
Yeah, I mean, just like Jules said earlier, I think we're a student of the game. We like watching the games at night, just 1 or 2 period, and then go to bed. But after our games, I like watching my games a few times, watching my shifts, what I can do better, what was great, what didn't go so well. So yeah, I think we're a big student of the game. We like watching hockey, so hockey is our passion. I think that's why we love watching hockey, whether it's games or games, I think, or highlights. So yeah.
What about Jules? Do you rewatch your own games?
Yeah, I do. I do like Raoul. We watch every games. It's I feel like it's pretty important to see what you can do better and what you can do good. And Raoul sometimes will send me clip and tell me what to do. But yeah, no, we're it's pretty fun. We watch our games a lot, and we like to watch the NHL. Obviously,
We should nickname you Reggie Dunlop, player coach here.
That's fine.
It's funny though, but it's funny how video has taken over the game too. I mean, it's the fact that you guys rewatch your own games and everything. I mean, I wouldn't even think about it at my age rewatching my games. I don't want to see those pizzas and those turnovers again. But I mean, I guess if that's what it took to learn from your mistakes, I guess it's a great thing too. So it's pretty refreshing to see that angle. Obviously, we had a question pull up here that people are asking, how do you guys enjoy Baie-Comeau? So I want to know how it's been your adaptation here. Owen Gill was asking earlier. So what's been the biggest adaptation, or what can you say? I mean, what do you like the most about Baie-Comeau? What do you miss the most from home? Anything like that?
I think we really enjoy it. We love it. I think it's a really nice city, and it's not that cold as they say. Maybe it's gonna be a little more cold than during the winter, but right now I think we're still enjoying the weather. But it's we didn't really see the Fleuve Saint Laurent that much because back home we're by the lake, so that's not an adaptation, but kind of we weren't really that near to the Fleuve. So yeah, I think that's the biggest change, going from the lake to the Fleuve Saint Laurent.
no, like Raoul said, Baie-Comeau is really fun. Honestly, the people are really nice. So far, we have a lot of people at our games, so that's pretty fun. We're living like 5 minutes away from the rink, so we're just loving it. The people are really nice. Honestly, that's kind of the key point here.
For sure. And obviously, the more you guys are buzzing, the more the city gets buzzing. And if the Drakkar stays first all year, you guys are going to in for a wild ride for sure. So,
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
so Jules, Raoul, I want to thank you again for taking the time for doing this. It's been a pleasure. Obviously, we're wishing you guys nothing but the best. Hopefully, this awesome start keeps it up for both of you. Raoul, best of luck in your draft year as well. So, once again, thanks for taking the time for doing this, boys.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. It was a pleasure.
Thanks.